Alright, so it's another edition of Kip Plays Video Games Badly. This time we're playing Super Meat Boy for the PlayStation 4. And this is a level very late in the game. I chose it because it just illustrates, I think, the incredible difficulty of this game and sort of how you have to do puzzle solving as well as platforming and sort of all this stuff on the fly. So this, fair warning, and look there, I die again. I've played this level quite a bit at this point, probably about 15-20 minutes by now, and the level of rage that is just sort of spawned by this game or inspired by this game is really unhealthy, I think, in me. I went back to my Donkey Kong Country break controller in half days, and I'm not sure why I paused here. But anyway, you could see in the bottom left corner there, that's the big bad guy in this game. He's your Bowser, your King K. Rool, if you will. His name is Dr. Fetus, and you as Super Meat Boy, or Meat Boy, are tasked with rescuing the princess from Dr. Fetus. This game's a T for teen, but really, I mean, with its kind of adult-style humor, and I mean, other than the fact that it's a chunk of meat that's getting ground up, it is pretty violent, but it is a teen game. So it'll send you through 5 or 6 different worlds, and there is some really cool level design. This is a pretty cool level. I liked it a lot, even though I died a lot in it. You will die a lot in Super Meat Boy, just in terms of you see that, and the penalty is not in Super Meat Boy like a handful of lives and you get it, you run out. You continue playing until you can beat this level, and so there's an infinite amount of lives, and at the very end we'll see you get once you've successfully completed it, you get a look at sort of your litany of failure play out on the screen. Very simple controls. There's a run, there's a jump button, and that's pretty much all you need. The run button also, once you're in the air, allows you to move a little bit faster through the air as Meat Boy. There are several other unlockable characters in the console version of this game from various franchises that I didn't even recognize. But anyway, there's this Spelunky guy and some other things. But you do those in secret worlds that you can find scattered throughout, and those are pretty inspired too. They take the core gameplay and overlay a sheen, a different style on it, or something along those lines. There's a Game Boy inspired world. It's just it's very much nostalgic for folks who grew up playing these types of platformers, but it's also very new in that you're racing against the clock. You can see up in the upper left hand corner, beating a certain time on certain levels gets you what's known as the Dark World, which is a sort of silhouetted version of each level, and beating those unlocks a different ending and all that kind of stuff. So there's a lot of content here for a game that's basically written in Flash. I think it was written in Flash by the Newgrounds people. The team's about that made it's about 7 or 8 people large. So just a really interesting sort of take on this classic formula platforming. And you see, I'm actually going to get to the very end. How about that? I think I get to the end on this one. And that's the princess right there you're trying to save, and then Dr. Fetus will come out and smack her, and I'll take her away, and you'll have another level to go here. But this is what I was talking about. You can watch yourself just a parade of failure as you're trying to complete the level, and this is one of my favorite features of this game. It's fun to sort of watch yourself, how you failed and all that kind of stuff. And it makes you a better player too, because then you can look at it and say, well, I didn't quite hit the time mark, which in this level is 44 seconds. Where did I go wrong, and all that kind of stuff. So really fun game, really cool sound design and sound effects. I didn't mention that yet. It just sounds great, with a nice hard rock soundtrack, and then also some very squishy sound effects that are fun. So Super Meat Boy, great game. Definitely give it a shot, a look if you're a fan of platformers, or any sort of Twitch-based gaming. So check us next time for another review on the Tech Deck.